Hi, I'm Mark from Brown Works, and today we're going to take a look at some of the different 1911 variations from Island Armory. They are a Philippine based company, or at least the firearms are made in the Philippines, but they have been very popular here in the United States. They're a reasonable product for a reasonable price. So I have 5 different variations I have here today. We're going to start with, this is their M1911 A1 CS. CS is their compact. Okay. And this is one of their GI series. Their GI series is pretty plain. Okay. There's no bells and whistles. They have just the simple sights. It's non-ambidextrous safety. Okay. And the grips that came on here, most of the GI series has wooden grips. Okay. But with their GI series, basically standard 1911 grips, standard 1911 compact grips will fit this model. If it's a GI series in a full size, the standard full size grips should fit. Okay. But some of their other series has some other features that we're going to talk about that you can't use just standard 1911 grips. Okay. So that's their compact. Okay. In their base series. Okay. Next, we have their M1911. This is an A1 FS Tactical. And this is their full size. Okay. But this has their series, their tactical series, and their Rock Ultra series has some additional features like adjustable sights. Okay. And they do have ambidextrous safety, and some of the models have a magwell, the extended magwell on them. Okay, and we're going to talk about those. Now the grips, one thing about their ambidextrous safety, it does sit lower than a standard 1911 safety. Let me take this off here. A standard, or what's most common, I don't know standard, but the most common ambidextrous safety is going to have this little leg to it. Okay, this is more common that you'll see the safety, and that actually rides underneath of the grip. And to accommodate that, there's usually a cutout on the underside of the grip to accommodate that little leg. Okay. Also, most of the safeties that I've seen, they ride up, this lever rides up higher than the Rock Island. On the Rock Island, it sits lower, like 2 or 3 millimeters lower on the frame than most standard ones. And then you'll see that if you look at their grips, the Rock Island grips, there's a little cutout notch, because standard grips, this lever will hit the standard grip, so they just won't fit. Now we do make a pair of grips that have a natural notch in them that's going to fit underneath the Rock Island ambidextrous safeties. Okay, but there's an additional issue with these Rock Islands. If they have this magwell, extended magwell, a lot of the magwells are going to be attached via this this pivot pin or part of the spring housing here. But these, the Rock Islands, have these little arms on them. So standard grips, you know, there's that piece of metal that they're sitting up, so there's a little gap if you try to use standard grips. So we will accommodate that in our version of the Rock Island grips. But other than that, they are standard full size, other than the safety and this arm that's on them. Okay. So now let's move on to another popular Rock Island Armory model. This is an M1911 A2 Rock Ultra FS high capacity. Now their high capacity uses a double stack magazine, so it's much thicker magazine. Okay. So this one's still in the bag. And one thing about that I've noticed with the Rock Island, if you get them brand new, still in the box, cloth here, they're in this bag and they are really, really oily. Okay, there's a lot of oil still on here. Okay, because this just came right out of the bag. So again, this is part of their TAC series or their Rock series, which has the extra like sights that are adjustable, ambidextrous safeties. Okay. But the thing about this is their grips for these double stacks, they're basically really ultra thin to accommodate this wide mag well. So the grips are really thin. Standard 1911 grips will not fit here. Okay, so our next project is to design some replacement grips for these that you can totally have customized. Okay, but that's going to be a challenge because they are really thin. Okay, and they don't, the screw holes are different. I don't believe these are different grip screws. They don't have the same bushing setup that the standard 1911s have. Okay, this one's actually chambered in 10mm, which again is pretty popular with this model. Okay, it's high capacity, so you can get the 16+1 rounds in the magazine. 16 rounds in the magazine plus 1 in the chamber, I believe. Okay, so that's our next project, is to accommodate some grips for this beast of a gun. Okay, so that's their full size. Now we have two examples of their BBR series, which is their baby rocks. Okay, let's take a look at this first one. Okay, this one's still in the bag, still taped up. Okay, comes with one magazine. Now this is a really chunky monkey here. It holds I believe 10 rounds of 45. So it's a lot shorter than a standard, and a standard 1911 holds maybe 7 or 8 rounds of 45s. So it comes with a single magazine and looks like a replacement spring. Okay. And they still are sending fired cartridges. At one time, different states did require spent casings. Okay. And the standard locks and stuff come in the box. Okay. So let's take this apart and see what it looks like. Okay. Let's bring this. Oh, very oily. This little tag is saturated with oil. And the grips. Okay, it's a single side safety, so there's non-ambidextrous on that side. This does not have a mag well, but the grips do extend down. These are the physical grips. Okay, and they are beveled really slightly, but okay. Now this is their M1911 A2 subcompact BBR 3.10, and I believe that's how long the barrel is 3.1 inches. Okay. So again, these grips are very thin to accommodate the large mag well. These will probably be just as challenging because you really, even though it's a thick handgun, you really can't go any thinner on the grips. Okay, because they are already paper thin. But that'll be our second project, is to tackle that. Okay, that is very oily when it first comes out of the bag. Okay, and our last unboxing, this is another from their BBR series. This is in a .380 caliber. This is their 1911 A380. Which this is more traditional, single stacked. Okay. It doesn't have bells and whistles. It's fixed sights. These are all blacked out. Single side safety. Okay. And these grips do hang down a little bit, but these look more traditional size, or not size. They're obviously smaller and a little bit thinner. But we'll be taking a look at these and producing some grips that can be customized for this model. Okay. So, hope that was helpful. We're going to dive into these and start looking at different grip designs. I hope this little bit of unboxing information might be helpful if you were out looking to purchase any of these.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and give us a thumbs up or down, and or leave us a comment. Goodbye for now.